welcome. It's been some time since we've seen you, and speaking for myself, it's good to be back. It's very good to be back. Please take a seat, get your drinks, your teas, your coffees, or if you're so inclined, a soda, a pop, if you will. Today we're going to be telling you a story. A story of gods, heroes, and scions. You may think you know this story, the story of Charles, who fights not with anger or fury in his heart, with a smile on his face. A story of MAJIN, stalwart and calculating, who meets every conflict and every combatant on equal grounds, even if they don't intend to do so themselves. A story of Gregor, created in the void and star stuff. A clever thing, wrenched from this world and dragged into an underworld. You may think you know this story. Take a seat. I can assure you, you don't know the full story. So let's begin, as we have always done, by meeting our scions.
Hey guys, Charles here. Yeah, today we're gonna do everything we can to get to Gregor.
Uh, yeah, playing Gideon Danger, Scion of Cronus, Jailer of Tartarus, Scourge of Elysium, Bounty Hunter, ascended from the underworld, in search of the only item of power capable of severing both the strands of fate and the throat of his obsolete patron.
It's very cold in the underworld, guys. I think it's coming back. I gotta go.
Hey, yeah, it's Majin. Yeah, ready to take names and kick ass. Yeah.
Hello, I'm THALIS, Scion of Dionysus, and let's just put it this way, I'm here to have a good time. I'm a beautiful force of nature, and I identify as a fucking problem, so let's get at it.
You may be wondering, these aren't faces that I know. I don't know two of these individuals. Patience. We'll get to them. But for now, we begin the second chapter, the second book, second saga, whatever have you, of Scion Godsend. Our story begins in a dark place. You, dear hero, you, the viewer, we begin in the cosmos, where stars blink out one by one and die. No space in terra incognita, no space in terra firma. The world is absent from here. There is only one thing. It gnashes out like solar flares, arcs of red push from this ball of chaotic energy. It spans out in threads. It moves through the darkness. It rushes. We follow the thread. We follow it down, past clouds, but now on terra firma. We're now a part of the world. We rush toward the ground, falling. It stops a few feet above the ground. We're in the desert. We follow the thread as it weaves through cactus, past a rabbit hunted by a hawk. The thread moves past cities. We return to Las Vegas. The heat emanating from the asphalt causes the thread to rise. We go through the glass of a tall tower. We see a gentleman, or at least an entity in the form of a gentleman, in a suit. Not a well-fit suit just yet. It's being tailored. His arm is being measured in this moment. We see the eyes shift from normal pupils to draconic as the thread weaves around his leg, up his shoulder to his arm, right near his temple. He swats, as if swatting away a fly. The thread reels back, diving down into the ground, past the floor, past stories and stories. We follow the thread through the clouds once more. Along the road, we follow the thread. Parked somewhere. A gas station. It weaves around the back tire of a motorcycle. It curls around the engine, around the handlebar, and the golden eagle that rests, pruning its feathers. It darts inside to a man. It curls around his boot, tying him, latching on. Majin, where do we find you now in this moment?
This moment, probably talking to THALIS. If it's hard for me to pronounce. Sorry, bro. But yeah, hanging out with him, trying to get an understanding of everything, these keepers and things.
You stopped for gas, you've stopped for snacks, just for a quick rest. Majin, it's been some time since we've seen you, since all of you parted ways and fate left you to your own devices. What have you been up to since Gregor has been pulled away from the world?
Well, it's been a shit show. So, there's a lot of things on the list. Number one, getting Gregor back. But in order to do that, I can't fight Osiris. So, been training. Hercules has been helping me out a lot. In between times, taking break to release some stress, probably hanging out with Donnie. I still got to get a Pegasus. So yeah, hopefully Donnie helped me out with that. I got some things to trade for it.
It's funny that you mentioned that. You're supposed to be meeting a certain god here to make that trade.
Oh. Do I happen to know what god this is?
Well, it appears Apollo will be meeting you here. A bit of revenge against Hermes. He'll be trading you a Pegasus for Hermes' sandals.
Fucking score. It listens, right? It follows directions. Like,
you're uncertain. You have not seen the beast yet.
Well, can I get help to get it to the ironworks?
Absolutely.
All right.
This is where we find you, Majin. You have been busy training. You have been busy with the keepers. You still don't know their entire goal. as of now. But when last we left you, when last we saw you, you took some of Royal Grey's words to heart. The fact that fate weaves and binds Scions. You didn't care for that, did you?
Yeah, I mean that's some bullshit. It's probably not on the list right now, but it's definitely in the back of my head that that's probably something that needs to get taken care of in order to achieve true freedom.
More and more you've seen it. More and more you've seen the threads of fate weave, and how events seem to play out when necessary. Friends meet friends when they need them. Enemies and allies coalesce right at the correct time. Have you made this gripe known to anybody?
Not to everyone, but every time I hear it or think about it, I'll make a comment. Disgruntled comment.
Understandable. Majin, you may have heard on your travels, on your training, from individuals you've met. You've met many of the Keepers, you've met some of their allies. They're not a well-known organization, and they like it that way. So they interact with their pantheons, they interact with their allies, their followers. They make no mention of their organization. As you gripe, perhaps to the right people, perhaps to the wrong people, but someone relatively inconsequential, a mortal, who's a worshipper, who understands fate, tells you that there's a rumor. There's a being that seeks something like you do. True freedom. No one's managed to catch him. No one's managed to see him. But he's out there, severing the strings of fate, one by one, and knocking down anyone who stands in his way.
Interesting. Am I able to get a name, track this person down?
Let's have you make the first roll of Season 2, shall we? Retroactive on your time. Let's do some investigation. How do you want to go about this?
I mean, cunning resolve. You know, I mean, it's much like hunting down the prey, you know. Even though I don't plan on killing them.
I can see cunning. Let's make an argument for a skill. What skill would you like to use?
I guess depending on some of the characteristics that this person has, you know, word of mouth, either culture or survival.
Let's call this cunning. I'll give you your choice. Survival or culture.
I'll take survival then. Threefold. 5 successes.
5 successes. He leaves no trace.
God damn.
Quite literally no trace. You don't have a name. There are whispers. You find that you get more answers with the dead, the spirits of the Tengri. They don't fear him necessarily. They'll meet any challenge. They certainly aren't eager to seek him out. They say he
Well, I am.
wears. They say he wears a white cloak. They say he's like a ghost, passing between spaces. Some of them even swear they saw him. They can't remember what he looked like. They just remember a flash of a white cloak and then he was gone.
I guess my best bet would be to follow up the places that this person has already been to.
You will do this after you make your trade. The thread of fate we now see, dear viewer, is embedded deeply into MAJIN's heart. From whence it came into his back, out of his chest, we follow it again, now rushing down the street, past the road. Alongside cars and past motorcycles, we rush with this string of fate. It pulls high upwards into the sky, past clouds. We see 3 individuals. One bears a monkey's tail. Another takes a drink from a flask. One is on a somersault cloud. The other 2 looks like it's been made into a makeshift crate carriage as the string of fate weaves around this makeshift carriage. It touches the tail, weaving around it. Charles. And THALIS.
Yes.
Donnie is with you. We join you now in the sky. What are the 3 of you up to? Donnie is getting significantly drunk.
Where were we going again? I know I'm looking for a way into the DEWITT so that we can save Gregor. Have I already been to New Orleans, or...
You tell me. On your travels, let's start with, what have you been up to so far?
The first thing I would be up to would be saying parting words to MAJIN as we go our separate ways from where Gregor was taken. After that, I would try to get in touch with Sun Wukong about an entrance to the DEWITT and where where my mother ended up. Then I would ask Ryujin for a way into the DEWITT, or if he could set up a meeting with Set to see about garnishing a way into the DEWITT. Once I get those irons in the flame, I would go to New Orleans. I would meet up with good old Jerome and Granny and see if Granny could help me get into the underworld. And if not, I would ask Jerome if he could broker a meeting with his patron.
You find quickly over your time away, while you were traveling, while you were gathering information, you've been focusing on getting Gregor back. Sun Wukong is helpful with the Shen. He's told you that it will take time. Bureaucracy of Heaven will start their paperwork. We may be able to jump ahead of the line, but the bureaucracy itself will have its paperwork. As I'm assuming this was not satisfactory.
No.
You pursued other means. On your travels, of course, you find Donnie, as you always do. You remember this as you fly, where we join you now. Your memory is cast back. You found Donnie arguing with another individual. Thalis, what did you look like as Donnie was yelling at you, screaming drunken insults in a diner?
As he was yelling at me, well, probably used to that, I would say. Be drunk people yelling at me for one reason or another, I would say about half the time it's justified. But, probably wouldn't be too bothered by it, I would say.
Charles, you see Donnie. You remember meeting Thalis. You remember Donnie yelling at him, screaming as this flashback ensues. Just, I don't even know who you fucking are. You're telling me that you smell like him. You know that? You know you smell like wine and piss and bunch of uppity bullshit.
Yeah. And you don't, mate.
Dude, fuck you. He looks around, sees you, Charles, says, "Oh, dude, perfect. Come here. We gotta beat somebody's ass." He's gonna kick your ass.
What?
I think your friend has heard a little too much. Maybe a lot too much, but...
Donnie's never had too much, first of all. Second of all, what do you do?
He's my fucking dog shit ass half brother.
Okay.
That's it. That's enough, dude. He's a bitch made little fucking daddy's boy, huh? Did daddy buy you your clothes? Huh?
Hey, Donnie, you want to help me get into the underworld?
Oh, fuck yeah. We're doing that now.
Huh?
We're gonna like steamroll into the underworld and save Gregor.
Wait, which underworld? Gregor's gone?
You gotta be a little more specific than that. That's not really just a...
This doesn't involve you, new guy, alright? Like, you want to come along, I'll teach you the ropes, fine. But you better learn to respect your elders.
There's a lot I could learn from you, yes.
He's mumbling. Charles, tell him he's mumbling.
You're kind of mumbling. How packed is the diner?
It looks like it's been cleared out by this scene. People are like, alright, we need to find somewhere else to eat.
Fantastic. I have an idea. I have a fantastic idea, Donnie.
What are we doing?
You're gonna grab one of those big baking sheets that they have, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
You're gonna hold onto my tail. I'm gonna get on my somersault cloud and we're gonna fly.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. This is gonna be awesome. New boy, you want to come with? You want to learn some thing or two? You want to get out of daddy's wing for a little bit?
You know what? That actually does sound kind of entertaining. I'd love to watch
it. Does. All right, see, there we go. Maybe you're not so bad off. Oh, fuck, dude. Gregor's in it. Oh. Charles, you didn't tell me Gregor died. How long ago did he die?
My condolences, by the way.
We should pour one out for Gregor. He starts to, like, begin to pour something out of a bottle, and then you see him very quickly hold his thumb over it. A little drop pops out, but he just... Pour one out for Gregor, dude. Pour here. He hands you the bottle.
Yep. I will do the same.
Pat grabs it from you, passes it over to Charles. Pour one out for Gregor, dude.
I'll just break the bottle.
No! Why? Why would you do that?
Why?
I'm sorry. I guess I don't know my own strength.
Dude, we have more.
Are you okay? We're gonna get him back. All right. Let's get this.
We're gonna start with New Orleans.
All right. Let's get to New Orleans, dude. We fade from this flashback. Traveling on a baking sheet has been difficult. As such, Donnie has constructed this haphazard, again, chariot made of crates that ties onto your legs, and you kind of sit in a horse stance as the somersault cloud just has to fly real fast so they don't just tip over. You flew to New Orleans. Jerome was helpful. You can identify passages, ways to get into the underworld. Donnie kept making references to heroes that descended into the underworld. There are places, there's always rules and things like that. He's been there a couple times. You're actually on your way to one of the openings now.
Okay, fantastic. So I didn't have to meet up with Jerome's patron and make a trade.
No trade was necessary. Jerome informed you that there were many openings in the underworld in the North American continent, and Donnie, with Donnie and Jerome, they were able to kind of pinpoint certain spots.
Okay, good.
Donnie kind of points down and says, "It's right there. We gotta go down there. We gotta dip, bro." He starts to kind of tug on. You
just
can
hop
feel
off.
your No, wait, fuck shit. You hop off. You pull the rope that carries the crate chariot with you, dropping Thalis and Donnie. Thalis, how do you feel about this? This has probably happened more than once, honestly.
It probably happened more than once, but it's just as exciting every time it happens.
Excellent. You begin to plummet to the earth. The string of fate, dear viewer. We follow them, falling down toward a gas station. The string of fate plummets. Charles, you're going to hit the ground soon. What do you do?
I'd like to use sidestepping to pop into a tree branch.
You do this. You are, Thalis and Donnie, you are very quickly pulled toward a tree. Almost, not exactly teleportation, but very much akin to it. You land in the tree. Donnie's just screaming, "Woo! Let's do it again!" That's so fun, dude. My stomach comes up. You can see that there's vomit on one of the tree branches. It's like it's almost as if it comes out, dude. It's wild. Majin. Something has fallen out of the sky and into a tree.
The fuck? I'll turn around and look at the tree.
You see Charles, Donnie, and a newcomer. Someone you may not have met yet. Oh, what's up, buddy?
The fuck are y'all doing here?
Fancy meeting you here.
Getting into the underworld.
Why are y'all here? Is this an interest to the underworld?
Oh, yeah, dude. This is how I got in last time.
I'm supposed to be meeting a guy.
Beautiful.
Oh, dude, that's so wild. Damn, dude. That's a crazy-ass coincidence.
Small world.
Ain't no fucking coincidence. God damn it.
Oh, whoa, dude. You're swearing in front of... Oh, dude, where's... Oh, dude, I never asked. Where's Chim Chim at?
He's got a thing to take care of.
Oh, okay. I mean, that sounds fine. Dear viewer, we break a moment from this moment. From the string of fate, we see a monkey hanging outside of someone's home, watching, looking into the window. He has a number of small knives strapped to his back, a number of throwing stars along his waist. He sees him eating dinner. He scurries up, entering into the chimney. A scream. We fade back over to Charles, Majin, and Thalis.
All right.
Hey, whatever happened to the other Charles?
Oh, dude, he's actually, that's a good question. I don't remember. We got separated, and he's a difficult dude to find, actually.
Huh. So who are you meeting up with, Majin?
I forget his name. It's the guy that flies a chariot. I think he's part of y'all group.
I mean, he's out here on a makeshift chariot, so can you be a little more specific?
No, he got a flying like a fancy chariot with a sun and stuff.
Sun.
Um,
See, that narrows it down a little bit.
Are you talking about Apollo, the guy with that H2?
yeah,
Oh, dude,
Oh,
we're meeting Uncle Apollo. That's fucking awesome. He's pretty fun.
yeah. He's supposed to
Glad
be
I
bringing
did one.
During that time, he made fun of how Cupid held a bow, and so Cupid made him have a crush on a dude. That's pretty cool.
It's a good time. Your family gets pretty fucking wild. Yeah. Some of them are good.
You think Cupid would put his ball on the line?
I don't think Are you meeting Cupid?
No, I'm just.
He
thinking
doesn't
of
like
future.
being called Cupid.
Yeah, I imagine.
I don't know what's his name. I don't.
How do you pronounce it? Thalis? Isn't it like Orin? Orus? Eris? Eros?
Something like that. I usually just call him Cupid because it makes him angry.
Yeah, dude, that's like one of his new monikers. He doesn't like it's like a nickname. It's like Thalis. Thalis' nickname is Bitchmaid.
No one has ever called me that other than you, so...
I mean,
Other than
it's
when
catching
you're
on.
going to...
It'll
Don't
stick.
think it is.
Hang
I
tight.
don't think it is.
Getting off topic, guys.
Yes.
We
Let's go into the underworld.
fade from this scene as the string of fate casts down, burrowing into the dirt, past dust and stone and mineral, through dark caverns and passageways, past the souls of the dead that walk through their being. The thread, dear viewer, reaches another man, living amongst ghosts. He walks the halls. You're on a task as the thread weaves around your waist, creeping up by your ear. Gregor, what are you up to? Where do we find you?
Paperwork. I'm currently trying to deliver something. I recently just got back from another afterlife, and I have to submit my report. Otherwise, I'm not allowed to leave to the next one. Soon I will have Phil's soul.
Soon. Gregor, your stay in the underworld started out as a prisoner. How did we get to this point? How did we get to you on these tasks and where you are now?
Well, weird things happen and have been happening. Let's just say it wasn't an invasion, but there have been a lot of very eldritch doings in the underworld recently, and a lot of people don't want to mess with it. So they decided to throw me at them in hopes I would just die. It hasn't happened yet.
Indeed, you are a guest in this domain now. You are still relatively a prisoner. You are not allowed to leave. But you do have, it's like a high-end, those rich people prisons that the U.S. has.
Yes.
Where you can get all types of things, fancy chairs, books, tablets. Google it, it's a fucking problem.
Yes.
You're in...
I even have an expense report.
Indeed. You are a guest here now, but you must work, in a sense. You're a PI. You were a PI up above. And you'll be a PI here as well. You've been tasked to investigate some of the stranger goings-on, to capture souls that break through the cracks and attempt to make their way toward the overworld.
Yeah.
Gregor, how have you found this task? Is it enjoyable? Is it...
So, most of the time it's pretty easy. Most souls don't even make it halfway up there. But when some eldritch stuff happens, that's never fun because I'm not a fighter and most of this stuff could kill me. The recent spat in Valhalla was weird.
Indeed. Gregor, you've been tasked with strange things and information. One of the cases you've been unable to crack, you've been fairly successful. One of them that you've been unable to crack has been something has been either taking or somehow killing undead. Ghosts and spirits have been going missing.
Yeah.
You arrive on scene and it's always the same. Any witnesses don't remember anything. There's never any trace of this assailant. They just remember a white cloak.
It's been very concerning. To my, yeah, it's especially considerate. Reached out to other underworlds, see if it was just poaching, but turns out, no, just something's happening. Don't look forward to dealing with that one.
Your jailer wants results. He doesn't want you to kill the individual. If anything, he wants information. He wants to know how this creature is doing it. How they leave no trace. Assess if they are amicable. Assess if they can be worked with. You have to deliver a report, Gregor. This string of fate, dear viewer, now firmly wrapped around several of our heroes, moves through caverns and darkness toward what looks like a tomb. Uncertain of where we are, could be the Terra Incognita, could still be a part of the world. We rush toward an individual in a white cloak. The string of fate itself is careful as it weaves between headstones, past broken skulls, as if stealthily sticking to the shadows. It briefly touches the individual's toe. Gideon, where do we find you, and what are you up to?
Well, after about a 3-month to 4-month time exploring and doing what I can to divine the location of certain missing artifacts, I find that these tombs, these graveyards, these places where people put their dead provide me with a chance to reflect. If I catch a whiff of the machinations of certain trios, I will likely snap to attention, look over my shoulder and sneer.
There's a cold shift in this place, not uncommon in graveyards. You yourself are attuned to said trio. You find your body rigid. What do you do, Gideon?
I will step outside the tomb. What time of day is it?
It's approaching. The sun is setting, but it won't be set for another hour and a half.
Okay. I will remind myself that fates shape the destiny of humans and those who would dare to feign humanity. I am unrestrained by such mundane trappings, as fate had no hand, nor thread, nor pattern from my creation. So I walk.
Yes.
I walk until I feel the liberation of the void embrace me again, as I have clearly lingered for too long.
You push forward. Dear viewer, we see Gideon walk. The thread does not touch him again. It does not take his heart. But fate can be tricky. Fate is clever. You walk until you feel the liberation. Dear viewer, we see the strings to his left, to his right, subtly, quietly guiding. When it believes it has put him on the right path, it pulls back. Dear viewer, our stage is set. Our characters all ready to coalesce. All that it takes is one tug of that string. And they are pulled once more to meet on each other's paths. We rejoin Charles, MAJIN, and THALIS. This gas station, gentlemen, bears the symbol of a beaver, smiling the red cap. Donnie kind of looks around and says, "Oh, dude, there's gonna be a statue, I think, in front. All right, we gotta get there, and I think you gotta shake its hand. I don't remember. You gotta do something to the statue, but then it's gonna open its mouth. We gotta walk into the beaver's mouth."
Hold on. Are we doing this now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
why would we wait?
Why the fuck didn't you tell me? You was just gonna walk into a fucking beaver's mouth without me?
You were busy.
That is kind of a dick move, dude. You can't walk into a beaver's mouth without your friends.
I'm busy training, trying to kick Osiris's ass.
Wait, did you need to run to the bathroom first, or so we can wait?
Oh, now I'm waiting on a fucking flying horse now.
Well, then we'll hurry up and be back for the flying horse.
Yeah, dude. Quick adventure, in and out.
Yeah. It's the tops.
God damn it. Oh.
Leave him a note. Leave him with Chi-Chi.
What? Leave.
Oh yeah.
Say hi, I'll be right back. I'm gonna kick Osiris's ass and leave the horse here.
I mean,
Yeah.
Does that work for you? If you need us to be more specific, we can.
I mean, if you want to wait, we can wait. It's not like the beaver's mouth is going
No,
anywhere.
Gregor is more important. I'm just saying.
I mean, is he though? A flying horse is pretty
If you
fucking
want,
sweet.
if you want to grab a bag of crisps for the road, then that's fine. We can
Yeah,
wait.
dude, they got fucking everything here. They got these things called beaver nuggets. They're really fucking good. Gross ass name, but delicious.
Pleasant imagery doesn't come to mind, but I'm intrigued.
Dude, they have literally everything in here. Have you been inside, Majin? It's so fucking dope. It's like an amusement park.
The bathroom's the best part, honestly.
It's honestly bigger than it should be,
Oh,
honestly.
good. Everybody keeps saying it.
No gas station should be this big.
It's like Love's meets Six Flags.
See, not those beaver nuggets.
Are we gonna go and shake Bucky's hand, or like?
God damn it. All right, whatever.
There's a nice dude that works here. He'll probably help us out. If you want to leave him a note and whatever. He's pretty decent.
Yeah, I'll just leave, Sun God, Apollo, whatever his title is, a note. Yeah.
I mean, like I said, there's a dude that works here. He's pretty attuned. He's like, I don't remember if I left off on good terms with him. I think he owes me a favor, or I owe him a favor. I don't remember.
Is that the one guy with the dreadlocks with the crystals in his hair, or am I thinking somebody else?
No, he's real skinny dude. Always smiling.
Oh, who is this guy though?
Oh, I'm sorry. This is my bitch-made brother.
Y'all replaced me? Is this what happened?
Oh, dude, no, he's like fucking scum
Okay.
beneath your boot. Don't even stress.
Oh, love you too.
He's daddy's favorite.
Everybody's jealous.
Just show me this guy so I could leave a note real quick. Fucking Charles, wait for me. God damn it, you asshole. I can't believe you was gonna do this without me.
Well, I knew if I rushed it, then there was a chance you could get hurt. So I figured it was better if you went the prepare route and I went the rush route. That way, if anyone's going to get hurt, it's just me. I'll be down there. You'll save me whenever you come down for Gregor.
Yeah.
You were.
That does
you
Ah,
not sound logical at all,
Like
Charles.
Make
the
situation-
last moment.
How
It's
many
really
hands based
dramatic.
on logic?
2 is better than 1.
Yeah. Go leave your
All
note.
right.
I'll wait for you in front of the Beaver. Fun fact, if you put the name of this place in on Google Maps, it says Bussies.
I will remember that always.
Majin, you follow Donnie inside. Kind of looks around, and indeed, we didn't touch on the description of this place. It's quite large. They've got a deli in the back. It's honestly like a grocery store. It's larger than any gas station should be. It's an abomination, and it shouldn't exist. There's a red truck in the center of this place, an older red pickup filled with all of the Bucky's merchandise, the stuffed beavers, little bottle cap magnets. It's a lot of merchandise. There's a lot of jerky just labeled with the the beaver with the red caps label. It's huge. It's basically a grocery store meets a truck stop. Like Charles said, meets a Six Flags. You could buy a kayak here. You follow Donnie inside, and he kind of looks around and says, "Oh, there he is." He goes to one of the checking stands. There's a darker skinned gentleman, hair cut short, smiling as he checks someone out. No one else in his line as he bids them farewell. Smiles over at Donnie, says, "Donnie, it's good to see you again." And who's this? "Oh, this is my friend Majin." Say hi, Majin.
What's up, man?
Majin, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Careful hanging out with this one.
Yeah, he's a fun time. Fun time.
He can be.
What's your name?
You can call me Ned.
Okay. I have flashbacks to this guy named Ted. But, you know.
Is there something I can do for you, gentlemen? Are you here for a pickup?
No. Yes, no. I don't think so. But
Donnie kind of whispers
somebody's
in your ear, just say yes. He always knows what we need. It's really fucking weird, but it's kind of cool. Just say yes. Yeah, we're here for a pickup. Say yes. Say yes. Say it. Fucking.
yes.
I thought so. He reaches beneath the counter, pulls out a little wooden cage. In it, you see a small monkey, armed with daggers across his back and throwing knives along his belt. He looks out at you, starts to sign language at you guys.
I sign vignette.
He starts to like nod feverishly and just signs beignet, spelling out the word beignet.
What the fuck?
A delivery, yes?
Yeah.
I thought so. He pushes forward and says, by all means.
I'll pick up the little cage.
Starts to just sign beignet at you again.
Okay. What about the other stuff, Donnie?
I mean, go ahead, ask. We got a monkey now, dude. This is fucking awesome. Charles is gonna be so jealous.
Okay. All right. Another thing, as I hold this little cage up, yeah, I'm supposed to be meeting somebody about a Pegasus, but I have to run an errand real quick. I'm supposed to be making a trade. Can you like just let them know that I'll be back, or I don't know if I could leave the boots with you, or
By all means,
.
I will get him the item that you leave, and I will ensure that the Pegasus is at home at the stables in the back.
Okay. How much is that gonna cost? What do you need?
Free of charge. A favor from
Free.
a friend.
Okay. All right. I'll pass him the boots as I'm looking to Donnie.
Donnie's just kind of giving a thumbs up, big. You pass him the boots. Briefly, your finger touches his. Your heart stops for a brief moment, Majin, as you're reminded of where you were when Gregor and Charles were left alone on their adventures. You were stuck in star stuff, in the void, in the domain of the mythos. You see, briefly, this space, this sprawling cosmic expanse. In it is a creature made of tendrils and worms, the large, smiling, gaping maw. Somehow you know him. Somehow you remember him. Somehow you feel closer to Gregor than ever before. This passes in a flash. He takes the boots and puts them under the counter. Will that be all, gentlemen?
Can I like sense the divine? This dude.
You may absolutely do so. You scent the divine. He smells of nothing, of an absence. Even mortals have a smell. Devoid. Devoid of anything.
All right. I'll just thank him and grab Donnie as we walk back.
Donnie's putting his finger in the cage. The monkey kind of bites his finger. Gentleman calls out to you as you take a couple steps away. Oh, and Majin. Do let him know that I didn't forget him yet. Someone comes into his line. He begins to check their items out.
I like instinctively reach, put my hand on the gun. But it's like, maybe I shouldn't just kill a random person that I just met in the middle of a overgrown gas station.
You do this. You can hear Donnie's, "Ow, you little fucker! Get out of the cage, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you." He starts to shake the cage in your hands.
Let's get out of here, Donnie. How long have you known this guy?
Oh, dude, he was here last time and the time before that, and I asked him. I think I asked him once how long he's been here. He said he's been here for forever, man. We've worked here for forever.
Does he have a last name?
No, man, he just goes by Ned. He doesn't even wear a name tag. Nobody even fucking bothers him. But I think he might be the manager or something. I don't know. He claims
Swear
to
to God,
know
if I
Bucky,
lose
though,
my-
so that's cool.
If I lose my boots or my Pegasus, I'm
Nah, dude, he's
I'm
real
kicking your
trustworthy.
ass.
No, dude, I swear, Ned's cool. I promise, Ned's cool.
All right, let's get back to Charles.
All right, dude. Charles, Thalis, what have you guys been up to while this is going on?
Probably going to take some pictures with the giant beaver, just because, when in, I suppose when in Rome would be the typical saying, but I mean, not every day you see a giant beaver.
Yeah, it's a big metal statue. It's a bronze, perhaps. It's very polished, where like people have like sort of rubbed its head for luck or something. It's about 3-4 feet tall, and just big and round and chunky with a big smile and buck teeth. Red cap and a t-shirt.
I bet I can take one of these charcoal briquettes and knock one of those diesels over.
Majin and Donnie, you rejoin Charles and Thalis.
Charles, come here real quick. I think. Just come over here. Charles,
Let's come here. Why do I have to go over there? Whatever. All right.
Let's take a sidestep away from Donnie and this whoever this guy is. All right, and let's just have a conversation.
Dude, check this out. We got a monkey. You can see Chim Chim inside the cage just signing. What the fuck happened? Where are we? Get me out of this fucking cage right now.
He doesn't seem happy in that.
Oh, Chim Chim.
I will rip everyone's goddamn face off.
What? Calm down, Chim Chim. We're going to be saving Gregor soon.
He just starts to sign a lot of expletives at you.
Neat. Fantastic. Glad to hear it. You're entitled to your own opinion. And with that, I'll step aside, adjacent with Masha.
Yeah, well, I think here's a monkey and those beignet.
Yeah, that's Chim Chim.
It is Chim Chim?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm confused. This is fucking fate. God damn it.
This is not the weirdest thing that's happened to us. Like,
I know. It's just annoying. All right. Look, there's a guy in there.
There's a guy.
The guy that gave me Chim Chim. The guy that knows Donnie. He has no scent. All right. Very, very weird stuff. I think he's part of that. Gregor.
Oh, like, okay.
His name is Ned.
That does sound really weird. We should look into
And he
that.
said he hasn't forgotten about him.
Apologies to anyone named Ned in the chat.
I retract his apology.
Can you? I don't know. Yeah.
Please
Okay.
continue.
Wait, that does sound weird. Let's address that when we get back, dude. Let's go save Gregor.
You don't understand. God damn it. Fate.
What don't I understand?
We're all connected. It's fucking bringing us together. Let's just go. Shake the fucking beaver hand.
Okay, cool.
All right.
I'll go to the bussy beaver and I'll grab it by the hand and give it a good shake.
You shake the beaver's hand, and it sort of shifts its neck, metal grinding its metal, looks at you with a big smile, its arms open wide, as if it's asking for a hug.
I'll give it a hug.
Oh, let's hug the fucking beaver.
It hugs the beaver, and Donnie goes, "Oh, I remember this part. Oh, yeah, my bad. We don't walk into the beaver's mouth. It just kind of, and then it bites Charles, and just its mouth opens up like a snake, eating Charles, fully engulfing him by the down all the way to his shoes, and eats Charles. Charles is gone. Beaver returns to its natural state.
Was not expecting that.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna go shake his hand.
You gotta hug the it's normal. No one in the parking lot, no one in the gas station. People may have seen this. No one seems surprised by this.
All right, I'll go shake its hand then, and then give it a hug.
You shake its hand. It opens its arms. You hug it. You guys see, Majin, you see again the beaver's mouth elongate and just encompass Thalis, and Thalis is gone.
Can I take 2 at a time,
Who are you wishing to take?
Donnie? Is Donnie not coming?
I mean, we could do a group hug if you want. We could see if it. What's the harm? Let's try it.
All right, let's do it. God damn.
You shake the hands alongside Donnie. It opens its arms for a hug.
The exit isn't what I think it is it?
What do you think the exit is, dude?
Just hug the damn thing.
He hugs you, kind of ignoring the beaver for a moment, and says, "I missed you, buddy." He's not hugging the beaver. He's just hugging you right now.
Why are you hugging me?
Oh, my fault, my bad. He hugs the beaver. You guys feel the arms wrap around you as it elongates, and just this jaw is unhinged. It looms over both of you and swallows you both whole. Charles, Thalis, Majin, you are brought forth into a tunnel, a dark passage. Charles,
Lights.
Thalis, Donnie, and Majin emerge. Donnie is still hugging Majin.
You can let go.
Oh, my bad, dude. It's been a while. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it has been. But I'm an unholster my gun.
Did you guys just leave Chim Chim up there?
Yeah, where's Chim Chim?
I gave Chim Chim to you.
Chim Chim is on your in the cage on in your left hand, Charles, and he's just still again just shaking the cage.
Well, that's no good. I'll open the cage up.
Yeah, let's let him out.
Hops
Let's
up
let him
onto
have
your
some food.
shoulder and just starts to sign at you, just like, I cannot fucking believe this shit.
What? You were yelling at me. You know I don't reward that type of behavior.
You know what? You know what? Entirely fair. And you know what? It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Where's that little fucker? He starts to pull a knife out. He looks at Donnie.
Donnie, watch out. Chim Chim wants to get you.
Oh,
with that
dude, he
knife.
can try. I'll beat that monkey's ass. I'll do a whole new
Right.
definition to spank the monkey.
Fantastic. Whatever you do, let's do it on the way.
Chim Chim kind of looks at him, knife in hand, just watching as you guys begin to walk.
What did you do to him? When
Oh, I just kept, I mean, I thought we had a monkey. You called him Chim. Is it Chim Chim?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope as fuck, dude. I knew we had a delivery.
yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Thalis is a Chim Chim. You're below Chim Chim in the hierarchy.
Oh, it's. How do you feel about having a monkey that far over you?
Chim Chim, I'm gonna give you Thalis as a pet. Are we cool after that? Does that make us square? Does that make us even? We good now? Chim Chim flips him off. You guys begin to walk.
When we get out of here, I want to get that monkey some good drugs.
You guys begin to walk. Passing through this place, we fade from here to Gregor. You're giving your report to Osiris, Wesser, as he is otherwise known.
Yes.
He is not the looming dark figure that we last saw. He's your size now, wearing what looks like just a skirt, the white, sort of stained by the dust of this place. No shirt and small bits of golden jewelry. Just the latest.
Yes, sir. victims were 3 individuals this time. Looks like we actually had a slight sighting of the individual. Someone gave chase. They lost chase approximately a mile and a half into the chase. It's looking concerning, though. Not a whoever this guy is, he's very good. I don't currently suspect family involvement, though.
Interesting. I'd like you to double check on that same scene. If nothing is left behind, fine, but perhaps something was disturbed. He may leave no trace. Witnesses may, and that might point us to something. Gregor, you've been very helpful in this, and I understand bringing you down here was not your wish.
It's a living, sir. I don't take it personally.
Should you... I'm afraid that I cannot release you until this matter is solved. Or at least something. A name. A pantheon. Confirmation of either Titan or your kind. Something. But I can give you what you ask after this task is done. After you investigate this scene, I'll grant you Phil.
Thank you, sir.
Best hurry. The dead
Indeed.
can be restless. No knowing if they will muddy the scene.
Indeed, sir. I take my leave.
Take your leave. Back toward the scene.
On the way to the scene, I am going over the scene in my head, looking at the places I didn't look at, or trying to find the blind spots in my palace of memory.
Understood. You do this looking for anything. You remember it well. But as you walk, you go over this in your head. As you do this, we rejoin Gideon. Gideon, you reached a point where you were able to feel free. Fate's influence no longer around you. It led you out of the graveyard into caverns. A broken sepulcher led you into this place. Into caverns and caveways.
I feel like safety for me is likely a matter of home. So is it pausing, right, and kind of actually taking stock of where I am? Do I feel the pull of a gate?
You do. You can feel it's an open gate. There's not a you can already tell that it's not exactly just a portal, but it's once you pass the threshold of whatever metaphorical doorway, you'll no longer be a part of the world.
So the deathly realms, then, if there's so many. What? I suppose I really don't care. I have questions that need answering, and the dead have had a long time to consider what they know and what they've learned and what they talk about. So this is just as good a place as any to begin the next leg of my my search. So I move forward. And I will open, I'll throw my hood back and kind of open myself up to their existence, their presence, their murmurs,
Do this, you hear the whisperings up ahead, their words echoing past caverns. You walk. Gideon, as you walk and you pass through that space into the realms of the dead, then you begin to see ghosts and spirits. And look to you briefly, almost regarding you as one of their own. They move away just to the edges of the cave, as if giving you a wide berth.
I will offer them a respectful nod if they pay me heed. And I'm looking for, I won't say their organizational center. These edge dwellers are likely fraught with whatever tragedy or memories they're dealing with. They're no good to me. There's always a hierarchy.
Then you push forward. They direct you toward authority, toward a figure that they tell you is coming. It's approaching quickly and with purpose.
Alive or dead?
He lives, but he walks amongst us, and only 3 more days and he will be unable to leave this place.
Are they god or man?
Neither.
Curiosity. Yet they are here. Let them come.
Take heed.
Do any of these spirits present? I don't suppose any of them are. Oh, where am I? Have I determined where I am yet?
You're walking and you realize, perhaps in anger, perhaps in frustration, you do in fact recognize this place, Gideon. You've been pushed, perhaps by fate, toward a scene of one of your crimes.
Well, crimes. So what it sounds like then is I had to track someone here because they either decided to escape. Who was on whose behalf? Were they escaping judgment, or were they escaping prison?
This was a personal matter. This was something very close to you. Commonly, you encounter scions on the path of apotheosis. There was once a scion of Zeus that descended into the underworld in pursuit of the white-cloaked Titan, of the creature that no one could catch. He sought to prove himself and ascend. He was a demigod, but he was tired, and he was in the underworld. He failed his trial when he met you.
Pitiful.
This is the scene you return to, Gideon. I'll allow you to take some narrative control. This individual was not truly dead. He had descended on a path of apotheosis to prove himself and to then ascend to godhood. What happened here?
Well, as he, bullied his way amongst the dead, trying to get them to expose me. The edges of the underworld, places like this, are. I like to frequent the toll booths, if you will, the the places where the comings and goings are frequent, the entrances. One, because it's just part of what I've been assigned to do in most cases, but two, they tend to be talkative. And they pose no threat to me, as opposed to the Scions or any other followers of gods, or specifically someone claiming to be of the self-proclaimed Allfather has something to prove, especially if he knows where I'm from. While my origin isn't necessarily well documented in certain circles, I would imagine I'm a bit of a boogeyman.
Indeed. Gideon, you recall this meeting.
Yeah, go ahead.
You recall this meeting. As you do, we push into this sort of flashback. He wears no shirt. He wears the leather gladiatorial skirt and greaves. Armed with a sword, he faces you. First words he spoke to you were, "You were hard to find, but I will rid the world of you now. In the name of the gods, in the name of my father, your atrocities end."
I would turn to him, almost sadly. I would regard him with not pity, but contempt for his weakness, for his lack of identity outside of his patron. And I will say, if you run counter to my desires, the remainder of your brief mortal span will be an orchestra of misery. Sing for me.
He drew his sword. It crackled with lightning, and he rushed towards you.
I stand, hands still within my cloak, forcing him to look into my eyes. And I will assess him as he approaches. And I will I'll find his vulnerabilities. I look for weaknesses in his gait. I look for off balance. I look for off balance movement or what he's carrying. I look for perhaps a missed button or a fastener, or even what I believe he can or can't focus on. What would give me an advantage against such a furious opponent? So I turn the entropic eye to him.
The leather is weak in certain places. He's clearly had this battle skirt for some time. He donned it, likely honoring the first gift of his patron. But the leather is weak along his right side. If it was cut, it is only natural for those that were once regarded as mortals, the children of the gods, to take a moment to feel shame or perhaps embarrassment as they are exposed, parts of them that are not usually exposed. This would grant you an opening.
Then, as he approaches, when he comes within arm's reach, and when I say arm's reach, I mean my arm's reach, I will throw back an arm of the cloak and I will reach out to him with a pair of smoky, seeping, cracked gauntlets that will fly from the edge of my wrist, attached by spectral chains, and I will catch him by the skirt. As you said, his chest is bare.
Correct.
Yeah. I will grab him by the leathers of his skirt at his belt line. Well outside of the reach of his sword. And I'm going to hoist him off the ground.
You do this. He's taken off guard. Your weaponry is interesting, and those that encounter it are often surprised that the gauntlets can do these things. He immediately began to slash at the chains, attempting to sever them, to no avail.
As I hold him aloft, I will throw back the other shoulder, and with my other hand also gauntleted, will grab him about the face. Tell me, godling, did the fates have this plan for you? And I twist him like a wet sock, from waist to head.
You wring him out. Blood seeps from orifice. When a Scion reaches demigodhood, no longer is their blood golden like ichor. It retreats back to that crimson color. It becomes poisonous to mortals. It drips and sizzles on the ground, leaving no trace. He dies quickly. The sword itself falls. The static dispersed into the ground as it fades back into whatever realm he pulled it from. He himself begins to dissipate, speck by speck. Golden dust begins to seep into nothingness. His apotheosis cut short, dying in the realm of the dead. He was a demigod. When a demigod dies, there is no coming back. Heroes may wish and may hope to die in return. He was too far along, but not far enough. He dissipates in your arms, Gideon. As you recall this as this memory of the demigod that left no trace, you come to when you hear footsteps. He stands where the demigod stood. Gregor, will you describe what you look like? And Gideon, will you describe what Gregor sees?
Imagine the most generic New Englander you can think of. That is Gregor DeWitt. He is pale New Englander. That's the best way to describe it. He just the most generic kind of person possible.
Gideon?
Gideon is a mountain of a silhouette, easily over 7 feet tall. He's wearing a hooded, fur-trimmed white cloak. Looks like it's made of white velvet and it's like pristine. His skin is like a scorched rusty color, and there's no hair to be seen on his body. He's wearing robes like a tunic underneath the cloak. which don't do a great job kind of disguising his physique. He's a large individual, kind of devoid of excess mass. And I think that would be pretty much what you see.
The cloak covers his hands. You can see he wears, I believe, greaves, correct, Gideon?
Yeah, there are knee-high armored greaves that are crafted from like a dark, cracked, pitted metal. The soles kind of seem to be smoking, sizzling, steaming gently.
You're seen, gentlemen.
Hello, stranger. You're not from around these parts. Takes a single step back, hand on gun, studying every aspect of this man.
Gideon, Gregor, you see that the dead are gone from this place. This is the scene of the crime that both of you know from two different perspectives. The dead aren't here.
I will turn to this New Englander, give him a kind of a half smile. Did you need something?
Yeah, actually. I didn't think you'd be foolish enough to return to the scene, though. What's your name?
The stench of the Morai is seeping from your soul like a rotten perfume.
That's a very weird name. I'm gonna call you Stenchy.
Is there some greater purpose to our meeting?
What? I don't know what you mean there, stranger. But you match the description of a suspect in a series of cases. I'm asking you politely to come in.
To come with you.
Yes.
Who are you?
I work for the god of death here, Wesser. I'm asking you politely to come in.
So you believe I've committed some sort of crime against laws here?
You match the description of someone who has.
And why should I come with you?
Because you have nothing to hide and you're an upstanding member of society.
You're right in that I have nothing to hide.
Then you have no reason to not subject yourself to a couple of questions.
Other than the fact that they're likely beneath me.
Gideon, Gregor, you hear
Everything's beneath you, Gigantor.
You hear a voice cry out, "Ow, the little fucker bit me, dude. Can you can you tell him I'm sorry? I didn't know who he was. Relax." Gregor, you recognize this voice.
I'm not gonna look away from the giant hulking man. But internal monologue. God damn it, Donnie. What the fuck are you even here?
Gideon?
I'm going to take a step back and I'm going to lean against the corner of a wall, almost like relaxed. And I will sigh, because what is about to happen is well, there's nothing I can do about it now. So I'm just going to watch it unfold.
MAJIN, Charles, THALIS, you guys are traveling down. Donnie's just been bit by Chim Chim. He hops back over to you, Charles.
Bullshitting. All right, we're in a fucking underworld trying to rescue a friend. Stop playing around, goddammit.
Dude, you think
Get ready.
it's fucking empty as shit? You think anybody's
Where's
here?
your fucking lightning bolt at?
Oh,
Get ready,
you want me to
goddammit.
fucking... He pulls his arm up, Thalis. You see something that you haven't seen this yet before, but the moment this happens, you recognize that this shouldn't be in Donnie's hands. He holds his hand up, and from the roof of the cavern, striking through the rock and stone, he calls down one of Zeus's lightning bolts.
Why do you have that?
I found it.
You found it.
Yeah, dude. Pretty jealous,
Where's
huh?
yours at?
Huh? Daddy's favorite probably doesn't have one, does he?
I'm still lost on why you have one in the first place.
Gregor, Gideon, hear the echo of the lightning bolt that just shakes the cavern.
Just a moment, half look. Make sure nothing's coming, then back on him.
You guys are walking as this conversation is going on. There's there's a split up ahead. You can go straight or you can go to the right. You guys walk down. He says, "I'm just saying. I mean, at least it's a light source. And I think I can remember where I'm going from here. We didn't come in with a plan. We have no idea where we are. We're so fucked.
We're just gonna roam around till we find him.
Oh, this is fucking
That was the
stupid.
plan.
I really thought there was a plan here. Y'all came here.
Just
Come down here
wondering.
and
Dude, our plan is to find
wondering
Gregor.
the fucking-
Yeah, is this even the right underworld? Are we?
They all. I mean, I'm pretty sure they all have like little highways, little passageways, little bridges that link them all together. Should be fine.
So before they get here, do you mind telling me your name, stranger?
You guys hear this kind of echoing. It's Gregor's voice.
Hey, I think I found him.
I fucking
What's in
told you, Majin.
And a name.
Wanna get ready for a fucking fight?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said there, Alex.
I said, what's in a name?
Usually letters. Sometimes numbers if you're weird.
You guys continue to walk forward? Question mark. Charles, Thalis, Majin.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
walking. I'm running.
Charles, you rush forward. Majin, you see him running toward that split.
I'm following him, gun in hand.
Oh, dude, we're running now. Thalis, let's go.
Start running along.
Gideon, you see behind Gregor emerge a little motley crew. Let's have some descriptions. Charles, Majin, Thalis, whoever wants to go first. What do you guys look like? What does Gideon see? I'll take care of Donnie's description, as I have to.
Charles
Look
has
at you.
very unkept, poofy, sandy brown hair. Wears a blue tank top, red shorts, flip flops. He has a short sleeved, now long sleeve, changed with the changing in the seasons. Like jacket, duster, if you will. It looks very reminiscent of the Naruto Hokage cloak, if you had seen it. If not, then I mean, just for player knowledge, I suppose.
Google
But-
it.
Yeah,
Google
it's
it.
the cloak itself is blue. It has orange flames on it, and then it says Thunder God on the back. He will be wielding a sword that originally looked like a bokken. Looks like one of those like old like cherry mahogany wood like full bokens, and then from there it would be like just have to look for the line separating the handle and the sheath.
Charles, the sword has changed a little bit. There are some etchings now along the side befitting your station, as we kind of discussed the end of season 1. When you draw it, static kind of tickles along the edge. Along with that, there's a coalescence of moisture around the handle, around the cross guard, where a cross guard would be, sort of drawing in the hydration and moisture. Donnie kind of looks at you for a second and says, "Oh, dude, I didn't know you got a Thunderbolt too. It's all crackly." Majin and Thalis, some description. Whoever would like to go first.
Yeah, Majin, it's a well-built, slim individual. No t-shirt on, but a vest, a biker's vest, with his patch on the back, rolling nomads, jeans on, rider boots, and in his hand, a fucking hand cannon. Just beautiful in design. And there's a flourish of its story. If you was to look at it, just shimmerings of different pantheons, fire, stars, sand. Yeah, bandana tied around his head, shoulder length hair, but of course put up at the moment with the bandana. Nice little goatee, mustache connects, much like RST here. What's up?
You can say it.
A
We
little
know
more
it's coming.
sun.
There it is.
Yeah. But yeah, that's Majin.
Thalis, what does Gideon see when he looks at you?
Overall, I would say it's a relatively slender build, not skinny, but not, I would say in shape, would be a decent way to put it. Fairly nicely dressed, with a nice pair of trousers with a white undershirt with a matching jacket. Yeah, overall just a well-kept individual.
You guys have the description of Gideon. You see that Gregor is here as well, facing him.
Yeah, this close, you would also see that Gideon has kind of eerie blue eyes that seem to emit like a foggy mist. And that his hands, basically from his shoulders to his fingertips, are concealed by this white cloak that continues to just not get scuffed or dirty.
Untouched by the dust here, Majin, the white cloak is immaculate. It's one of the first things that you notice, especially with the whisperings that you've heard from the Tengri's spirits. You are rejoined, gentlemen. It is your scene. Donnie, I should say, Gideon, you see Donnie wearing tattered, torn jeans. He wears a stained shirt with purples and like dark red splotches, likely from wine. He has a flask that is clearly hanging out of his front right pocket and a lightning bolt in his hand. His hair is cut short now. He wears what looks like along his belt is a tucked in blue shirt. You can almost peek the little yellow logo that says Best Buy.
Gregor?
Is that a new friend?
Sup, new buddy?
I
Old
continue
buddy? What was that? One more time?
I said I continue to smile because, well, yeah, this is priceless.
Hi, I'm Charles. Gregor, are you ready to go?
I'm working right now, Charles.
Dude, we're here to rescue you. What the fuck do you
Come
mean you're
on.
working?
I'm working right now, Donnie.
Dude, he's delirious. He's got Stockholm Syndrome.
This
Yeah.
man matches the description of an individual who performed a crime at this location not too long ago.
We
I need to
perform
take him
crimes
in.
all the time. What are you talking about? Like, what?
Hey, Charles.
Who did he hurt?
I got a question. I thought you said we were going to be like breaking this guy out, like breaking him out of jail, not getting him out of work early.
We are, bitch made. Grab him. Let's go, dude. Grab him. Pull your weight, new guy.
Donnie, Please don't touch me.
What?
Yes. Why don't you tell them what crime I committed?
You are suspected of murder.
Of
Are you
murdering-
admitting? Is that an admission of guilt?
Of murdering whom?
That is an admission of guilt.
Mm.
What the fuck is happening right now?
Who did he hurt?
Who gives a fuck? Grab him and let's go.
Yeah, dude, what are we doing here?
Fucking Cyrus comes up.
Donnie rushes forward, grabs Gregor by the waist, like wraps his arm
Donnie,
around you.
Donnie,
You're
please let go of me.
You're not. He pets you with the lightning bolt. You can feel a little bit of static, kind of makes your hair stand a little bit on it. He says, "You're not thinking straight. Hey, man, we're gonna take our friend and go.
Donnie, I am being paid.
Donnie,
I am being
Shut
paid.
up, nerd!" He whaps you in the head. If you want to come
Donnie?
with us, dude, we're making this prison break. If you wanna come out, you got any friends that need prison
Donnie?
break?
Donnie, get off of me.
Stop fucking struggling. Dallas, grab his legs.
Donnie! Donnie, I am working. I'm trying to keep my eyes on him. On Gigantor over there.
He hasn't moved from his corner yet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what concerns me.
You know what? Whatever he did, I'm okay with it. I like him.
Yeah, dude.
Curiously cock my head at the one. Is this the one? This is with the Thunder God jacket, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, I think I like the cut of your jib, man. You want to come with us? You got any friends you need broken out?
I don't believe I have any friends here.
Oh, dude, Gregor, you're not his friend. You're a bad friend, dude. You didn't say you don't treat him right, man. That's not good.
I don't even know this man's name.
Dude,
doesn't know mine.
you're the worst friend.
We are in enemy territory right now.
Yeah, dude,
What
we
are
gotta
you-
leave. He's right.
This is not enemy territory.
Majin's right.
Yes,
we
I
gotta
it
leave.
work
is.
here. I
No,
work here.
no. What are you talking about, Gregor? You were fucking dragged through the fucking sand to hell. We're getting you out of here.
DEWITT, this is the DEWITT, and I work here. I'm surprised you all came here. What?
Because
I
you're
thought
our
you gave
friend.
up on me.
Absolutely not.
Ew. You act like
Off
I
of
didn't
me.
try to. We didn't try to save you. The fuck?
Well, after the first month, I assumed that you guys decided to give up on me.
I'm
You
sorry,
think I could've-
Mr. Whitecloak. We have some trauma to sort out. It sounds like. He lets you go, Gregor, and says, "All right, should we sit down for a minute? Should we talk about this? It sounds like you guys have some unspoken issues you guys need to talk about. I was taught that you should make your intentions known. Like, for example, like Thalis. I don't like Thalis. Thalis is bitch made as fuck, dude. But he knows that, and that's a good thing. Right, buddy?
I think maybe you've had too much wine, or not enough. It's hard to tell.
Now, I said my part. Now you guys share. Whoever wants to go first.
All right, I will. I intend to take this individual in for questioning in a murder case that I'm working.
Dude, you're the
You're-
worst friend.
You're free, Gregor.
Murder case in the underworld where everyone is already dead?
Yes, that's what makes it concerning.
You're not making
That
any
is-
sense.
That's fucking absurd.
Hey,
So am I.
Let them deal with it.
I am them. I'm the
No, you-
primary detective on
Dude,
this case.
he's got Stockholm syndrome. He thinks he's a fucking what is it? What are the Egyptian hey bitch made? What's the Egyptian pantheon called?
question for the story guide. What was that Scion's name, by the way? The one who got twisted.
I would hesitate to say that you even knew his name. He didn't announce himself. He just knew he was.
Okay.
You just knew that his daddy was Zeus.
Right. Okay. So, and currently one of these fine people is carrying one of Zeus's badge of office, right?
Yes, the one that's grabbed Gregor and now let him go and is talking about a sharing circle.
So where'd the bolt go?
Oh, it's still in his hand. He was like petting
still
Gregor
holding-
with it and like whapping him in the head, and now is just kind of talking with his hands, moving it about, completely disregarding how dangerous thing this could possibly be.
And to my would-be apprehender, are you aware of who died here?
Gregor. There was no remains to be found. All that you know is that a death occurred here. The dead whispered of a soul being snuffed out. There wasn't even a name or anything to go by. It's just there was death occurred here.
We know a soul got snuffed out in this location.
Why are you saying we? You're not Egyptian, Gregor. Stop it.
No. I believe if it would suit my I hesitate to call you my jailer. Who are you again?
I work for the local pantheon.
Yeah, that's Gregor.
Gregor. Lovely. I'm content to answer your questions here. I do have other matters to attend to, but it would seem that this collision was inevitable. And when I say inevitable, there's like a sour taste in my mouth, and I'll spit after that.
Yeah, I was looking for you.
Trust me, you didn't find me because
My job.
You didn't find me because you were looking for me.
I don't care for your semantics.
Oh, it should matter.
Now, would you please come in so you can be properly questioned?
Let's
This
all
is-
go in. I want to talk to your boss.
What is this? Where? How did this change? This is supposed to be a break. Now we're going in for tea?
Yeah. Why not?
Nobody mentioned there would be tea, but I'm all for it. But why are we breaking him out of his place of employment?
Yes.
He doesn't work here.
Yeah, he doesn't work here,
We
new
just
guy.
said
Keep
that he
up,
worked
keep up. He's
I do
got
work
Stockholm
here.
syndrome. He's
I
deli-
do work
he-
here.
Donnie kind of covers your mouth. You can smell wine and sweat on his palm. He's being delusional.
I do work here, Donnie.
Hush, now,
Donnie,
pretty little
you're
baby.
the delusional one.
No, dude, I'm just drunk. There's a difference.
It's
If
kind
you
of like
do-
how Donnie doesn't work at Best Buy anymore.
I still work
Tell
at
me.
Best Buy, dude.
No,
Tell me,
no, you don't.
Yes, I fucking
Greg.
do.
Gregor,
where's-
Gideon, go ahead.
if I may, what will you do if I resist your apprehension?
Oh, well, that's simple. I will give chase for an appropriate amount of time. Then I will report. Then I will use the information I have gathered in the moments of us talking to build an appropriate profile. For instance, and gestures to Donnie.
What is happening right now?
I have no
If you
idea.
wish to run, you can of course attempt. If I should catch you, that's your problem now.
Look at him. You can't hold him down.
Everyone, go
I've
He's
ahead.
a mountain of meat.
I need a roll from everyone real quick. The conversation can continue, but I do need a roll. I'm going to call this your cunning, and whatever skill you want to take to notice something that has suddenly become different and new and out of place.
Okay, so
Survival?
Sounds perfectly fine to me.
Yeah, survival makes most sense.
Something that doesn't belong?
Correct.
Is that what you're saying? I would say, is it subterfuge? Maybe.
I could see subterfuge as well.
5 successes.
I'm gonna go substitute as well.
That one reroll.
3.
3.
5.
So I heard 3 from Alex, a 2 from thank everyone. Just hold up your fingers. This will make my life easier. Excellent. So everyone but Thalis notices a shift along the rock wall. Gideon, you know, throwing up gang signs. Gideon, you notice it is closest to you. It is a face that has emerged from the stone, just made of rock and mineral and stone. It is the face of a very cartoon-looking beaver with a hat. smiling.
I'm gonna punch it.
Closest to Gideon, you'd have to run over to Gideon.
Absolutely. I would like to use sidestepping, pop up to it, and just like punch it.
You may do so.
That's not okay. Nothing about that's okay.
Gideon.
Would I now see it since he's punching it in the face?
Absolutely. Very quickly. Well, before we continue, anyone else want to do anything as Charles is sidestepping?
I will be moving out of his way so as not to get caught in the middle of whatever is about to happen with this beaver wall thing. I don't move a whole lot. I just kind of
Take
get
a
out.
step. Understood.
I
Gregor.
don't want to alarm Gregor either.
Understood. Gregor, Majin.
Still watching Gigantor.
You see him step away as Charles emerges. Majin, anything?
I'm approaching Gregor because I'm about to throw him across my back and take him out of here.
Understood. So multiple things happen at once. There's some movement from Gideon. Charles, you sidestep and go to punch the wall. Thalis, you see the face continue to smile. All of you guys witness a little beaver hand stop Charles's wrist. Just,
Oh, fuck off, you spooky bitch.
hey there, friends. Your time here is
No.
limited.
Oh, God.
I have to get you out of here soon. Conclude your business shortly.
Let's go.
He's friendly. Little unknown, but friendly.
Gregor, do you know where Phil is?
Yes. He's in prison currently.
Well, cool. Let's go get him out.
This is
I
not
can.
part of the plan.
I
What are you talking
can't.
about? We voted on getting Phil out.
This individual is part of that. I need to bring him in to do that.
For questioning.
Yes.
And why can't you question me here again?
The beaver
Because-
just said the time is limited.
I'm
Still
Not
holding your wrist,
beholden.
Charles.
not beholden to random cartoon beavers.
I'd like to start using Raise the City.
Donnie kind of looks over the beavers. Oh yeah, I forgot about this part. I don't like this part. Charles, you activate Raise the City. Bringing up momentum. You can start doing this for free. It'll take a little bit of time. You can also burn a momentum to do this instantly. Because this is the start of season 2, I'm going to be generous. You guys are starting out with a full pool of momentum. We are going to be doing momentum a little bit differently. You guys will be getting this a little bit more frequently for funsies. Just because chaos, why not? But yeah, you guys have a pool of 10 to play with.
Then I would absolutely like to expend a momentum.
You expend a momentum, and everything around this cavern shatters. You create a whole new pathway. You can see the dead kind of peak as stone is reduced to just sand at this point. Gideon, you see this as well. Is anyone else doing anything? This has just happened right now. The beaver still holds your wrist, Charles.
It's Charles. It's Charles doing Charles things. That's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Can I have my hand back, Beaver?
Gonna make sure that any part that's moving, I'm not standing right next to. So shimmy inward a little bit, but other than that, I've got nothing at the moment.
Start trying to pull my hand free, gnawing at my hand like some rabid fox.
The beaver is levitating now, just like fixed in the air. The only bit of stone that is remaining. Hold your wrist. Does anyone else say anything, do anything? This is as again, Charles has just destroyed and created a whole new cavern.
I'm
No.
thoroughly enjoying in the. It's very rare that a world of glass shatters and it's not me. So this is rare. I'm enjoying this.
Majin, anything?
Fuckery.
The beaver looks to you, Charles. Now eyes fixed on you and says, "Oh, you shouldn't have done that. That was very rude. I guess we'll get things done soon." And he
Why are you
crumbles
Canadian?
into stone, rubble, and dust. the cavern that you guys are standing in, you can see a crack form. As it opens, you can see the beaver's face opening the mouth as you guys all fall in.
Cool.
Or you getting eat by a beaver twice? Because that's what's happening right now.
I think we're about to find out what the exit is.
You guys plummet into darkness. Bucky's face smiles as it forms back into stone. All of you fall through the darkness. You guys can all see one another. You guys are just falling. Takes a few seconds. Does anyone do anything? Say anything?
I'm gonna lounge back.
I fucking hate you guys so fucking much.
If it's any consolation, I appreciate the effort.
It is a consolation.
Donnie says, "It's all good. You just pissed off the beaver, dude. We can't use this entrance anymore, though."
What beaver?
Buffy,
The one that showed up on the wall. What was it?
Yeah.
the Texas conglomerate gas station chain.
Yeah, did you ever been to the Bucky's?
Canadian?
No.
Oh, what? Bucky's. I was saying Buffy's.
How about you? How about you, second new guy? You ever been to Bucky's? Looks at you, Gideon.
You're carrying a badge of office that belongs to Zeus's pantheon, or Zeus, right?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
You guessed.
Why, you want
How
to
did
hold
you-
it?
How did you come by such a thing?
Oh, I found
it-
it.
Oh. I see.
Gideon, you can feel free to make an insight check or draw your own conclusions. Entirely up to you.
You still falling?
Yeah.
And I'm imagining Gideon just basically like T-posing, like standing perfectly still while we're falling.
Just arms crossed.
Let's keeping the cloak in.
looking
sure.
somewhat disappointed.
Look. What gives you the indication that I want to have anything to do with you or that lightning bolt?
Oh, dude, I was just offering for you to hold it. It's not like... Gregor, your friend's really fucking intense, my guy.
He's not my friend.
Yeah, to be honest, you asked him about it. So,
You got a point there, dude. You asked me about it. I just offered for you to hold it.
I just needed to know whether or not I should reach my hand down your throat and wrench your guts through time and space.
whoa, calm down, Gore.
It's
Gregor, your friend's really intense, dude.
He's not my friend, Donnie.
I think we're good, dude. I think we're all squared away, man. There's no need to be, wrenching time and space and all that. I think we're all good. If it makes you uncomfy, I can put it away.
But you found it. It was not a gift to you.
Oh no, dude. I don't really get along with my parents.
Go back to ignoring Donnie, as he's now not really worth a whole lot.
Just
Well, for a second there, we're gonna have an opportunity to get close here, but I don't really know where he stands now. He's probably some mischief maker.
You guys
I will
fall.
wait.
You guys fall. Anything you guys want to discuss as you guys fall? Anything you guys want to do?
Does this white cloak trigger anything?
Nothing but the memories of the whispers and stories that you heard so far from the spirits of the Tengri.
Where the hell are we going?
I'll remind everyone, you guys can feel free to send the divine. That's a free thing that you guys have.
I was under the impression it was passive.
No, I ask that you make an effort and make it known that you're gonna be like, ugh.
okay. Yeah, no, I thought that was a special thing, like that only some of us could do. But
No,
yeah,
it is highly encouraged per the Scion Hero 2nd edition book. If no one takes something divine, to just have it kind of
Oh,
out there. And to be honest, with Demigod, with the way Demigod does things, once you guys turn Demigod tier, you guys all get something divine automatically. I'm inclined to just have you guys have it.
okay. So how do we go about using that? Do we have to roll anything? Is that just
Just
do we
simple.
just send?
You just take a deep breath and you smell.
Or taste. Can I taste something?
You could lick him, yeah.
Yeah, go lick the cloak.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
So let's start with
The sniffing part, not the licking the cloak. That's
let's start with
I
you,
don't know.
Thalis. You sent the divine. You take a deep breath. You smell and hear certain sounds here. Charles, you may have done upon your first meeting, or perhaps your time together. Smells of ink and old paper. There's a sound of rustling silk. Emanating from MAJIN is the scent of horse flesh and sweat. There's the smell of incense. Along with that, you hear faint throat singing. From Gregor, you hear nothing. A total devoid and absence. As if all sight and sound and light is absorbed. Nothing. From Gideon, it smells familiar. You smell olives in hot air.
whoops.
There's a murmuring crowd. But it's a little bit different. There's screams amongst the crowd. As everyone else sense the divine, whoever wishes, you hear and smell these things as well. Absent your own scent. I will need to take note of who does scent, though. So if you do, just raise a hand up, make my life easy.
I
Understood. You guys fall.
Are you guys okay? You all started like getting sniffly there for a second. Anyways, I'm Charles. What's your name?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
It depends on who you are.
I'm Charles.
No, I mean, it depends on who I would be to you. In most cases, I am a reaper of the wayward.
Oh, well, that's probably not for the best. I'm extremely wayward.
In other cases, I'm a harbinger of annihilation.
I can vibe with that. I can get along with that. What about a friend?
Wouldn't know.
Want to learn?
There are many things that I wish to learn. That has not been a priority. I suppose I might call one my friend, more mentor than friend. There's not really a lot of room for relationships amongst my objectives.
What's your objective?
Once again, it would depend on who you are to me. If you were, say, beholden to a certain lightning lord, I might ask you to send him a message. Perhaps to satisfy the curiosity of Gregor. There was a Scion, a demigod of sorts, who sought to use me to ascend to higher places. Simply to dispatch me, to remove me from existence, use me as a trophy, an offering, a sacrifice.
Kind of fucking rude.
I thought so.
It's pretty
You
fucking rude.
see a light below you.
Oh, it's almost our stop.
So you guys fall through this light. You find yourselves pouring out onto the sidewalk behind the beaver statue.
Well, that answers the question. We came out if the beaver's ours. Probably better that we didn't know that, but
Again, no one seems to, no one around in the gas station refilling, inside grabbing snacks. It's nighttime now, at least the sun kiss along the mountainside is just faintly pink, purple. Night sky is taking hold. You have returned to the world, all of you.
rescue mission successful. Celebrate with the nuggets.
Stand up. Face Gigantor.
Wow.
What do you want us to call you?
I didn't anticipate that we would be together long enough for it to matter. But it would seem that skeins get tangled in your presence. It's unfortunate for me.
Well, even if we were to end up adversaries, it'd be honorable to know your name, right?
If honor has value to you,
Yeah.
Implying it has no value to you.
I don't imply anything.
That's what it does imply. One can easily infer that honor has no value to you, otherwise, you wouldn't bother pointing that out.
A waste of effort.
Too lazy to be honorable? Or too restrictive?
Understand this, Gregor. I'll not be yielding to anyone's authority. So if you want to take me in, it will be by force. If you want to ask me questions, I'll answer them truthfully. I have no reason to deceive or lie, if you will, about
I
what I
don't see.
or may
I don't
have.
see. Listen, mate. I don't see why you can't just come in and answer questions. Compared to out here in the open, it doesn't. I don't see why that's such a change for you.
Because you don't get to make that decision for me.
Dude,
No one does.
You can't imprison your friends, Gregor. That's.
He is not my friend, Phil.
If I learned anything on this trip, you shouldn't be putting your friends in cages. He looks over with a smile at Chim Chim.
Donnie,
I love a happy ending.
this
Yeah,
isn't a happy ending.
I
mean,
you're free, dude.
Yeah,
I
you're
was
free.
I was already free.
Dude,
Yeah.
this
He's
feels
still trapped in
rude
his
as
mind.
fuck, dude. They went through a lot. We went through a lot to get your ass out of there. You're being rude as fuck. Not even a thank you so far.
You actively hindered my duties, Donnie.
Oh, fuck you, Gregor.
Your
You
duty.
asshole.
God damn, dude. Why did you guys want him back?
Because he's my friend. My brother.
He's kind of a
What-
prick,
what do
though.
you mean? That has nothing to do with it.
I don't see why this couldn't have waited until his lunch break. I mean,
If
So we would
Thalis
put together-
got taken into the underworld, I don't think I'd go after
Now that you
them.
mention it, food sounds delightful. There's nothing that makes one hungrier than,
Coming out of Beaver's rear.
yes, quite peckish.
Yeah, dude, we just grabbed
Yeah.
some beaver nuggets. You ever a beaver nugget, stranger?
Afraid not.
Let's
They're
go
kind
get
of
some.
like King's nuts.
we can fix that problem.
Let's get some fucking beaver. Gregor, you ever had beaver nuggets? You want some beaver nuggets?
No, Donnie.
It's fun to say. Just say it once. Beaver nuggets.
No, Donnie.
A
Got
suitable substitute is Bussy Nuggets.
No, Charles.
Donnie throws the lightning bolt back into the sky.
Hey, I got a question for you, guy. Well, given that, our venture is, that was anticlimactic, whatever, but I've been looking for a dude in a white cloak,
I get-
killing people and destroying things. That wouldn't happen to be you, or would it?
It's a rather reductive way to describe my antics, but I suppose it depends on who you are.
It's like I'll approach this big ass creature and whisper like fate, like like strings, like there's rumors of like this dude running around like killing fate.
It's not quite that mundane, but yes. What I can tell you, what I would tell anyone, is that there are forces at work that have been irresponsible with their machinations. And it must feel regrettable to know that your every sadness and defeat and victory were written and approved by a deity of the worst sort.
Yeah, it's not fucking freedom at all. Is that you?
Am I freedom? No.
Well, no, like you're the one that's like doing it.
It's not quite so easy. There are problems with freeing oneself from the tapestry.
Before the
And I believe. Go ahead.
Before the conversation continues, just touching base, you walked over to Gideon, sort of whispering, "Where's everyone else?" Donnie has wandered inside to go get some beaver nuggets.
Gideon is not speaking quietly necessarily either. He's speaking in the same tone he has been, so.
So where is Charles, Gregor, and Thalis?
Charles is using Race the City on the Bucky statue.
Oh,
It stands
An
eternal
holy-
in its
oh my
space.
God.
I just remembered I can be in two places at once. I can be here and getting beaver nuggets. So I'm gonna do that. Now this one's a little bit new to me. It says that I have to make a knack skill roll. So am I just rolling the number of dice that or the number of spots that I have in that knack?
Well, let's talk about your cost first. Is it a boon or a knack?
It is a knack. It's under my callings.
Okay, so let's detail. This is a new ability for those that are watching at home. What are you using here, Thalis?
This would be the doppelganger ability, which starts off with I make a knack skill roll, and with any successes I make an exact copy of myself. It will have my attributes, skills, knacks, and boons, and is controlled by me. It can be used to perform any social or investigative task independently of me, and I am aware of the outcome. Let me see. There are some other things that come up as far as like it cannot benefit from teamwork actions, and if it's attacked, it just dissipates into dust. But it lasts for a number of days equal to my trickster calling.
Understood. So, do me a favor. This is going to be your next skill roll. We're going to just have you roll the number of dice that you have in the calling itself, and whatever you would like for an attribute. This is a little bit different, a little bit not how knack skill rolls are usually done, but we're going to do it this way for now.
Okay. So just you said any attribute?
Any attribute you would like, your choice.
Let's see. Well, I suppose I will go ahead and guess, presence, since I would be increasing my presence in the area. Why not?
Understood.
Alright, so...
Your target numbers are 8.
Excellent. Oh, that didn't... I had it there and it didn't roll. Try that again. There we go. 1 success.
Any successes, you create an exact copy of yourself.
Yep.
So you split off, you can remain here and also wander over with Donnie.
Yep.
Which one is the copy, which one is the original?
I think that's part of the fun, is not knowing which one, but for this instance, the copy will be going inside.
Understood.
Do they know which one is the copy and which one is the original? Are your clothes duplicated? Are your items like...
We discussed this. His magic items aren't. His birthrights aren't, but his clothes are.
So
He doesn't have that existential terror.
we have Thalis. I know where Thalis is. I know where Charles is. What about Gregor and Majin? Again, Donnie and one of Thalis has wandered inside to get some beaver nuggets.
You've got to teach me how to do that.
Well, I'm talking to
I'm
To
sorry,
no
yes,
name.
correct, you are. Gregor, where are you?
Listening.
Understood.
Everything he says tells me at least something.
Understood. Please continue.
If you truly wish to liberate yourself, the threads must be removed at the source.
yeah the sisters, right? That's what we're talking about, right? That's what we're talking about.
We should eat and talk. I will look at Gregor. If you have more questions, you're free to accompany us, but I'm not going anywhere with you. You can try to force me.
We already know how that's going to end. I detailed how that's going to end. After you.
What do you guys want to eat? Gas station sushi sounds pretty fantastic.
Well, I mean, I don't know if does this, I mean, I guess it is a gas station.
It is a nice gas station, though.
I will take a moment to turn my cloak inside out. It'll seem like kind of a poor disguise, but I will choose to activate, what is it called? How does perfect camouflage work? Yeah, perfect camouflage. I don't know if that requires anything. I have to find the page that it's on. It is 228. Just like, oh, that's one page off. What do you do, thing? Blend in seamlessly with your surroundings, granting +3 enhancement to avoid notice by the person you're pursuing. Targets of a lure tier simply can't spot you.
Understood. I will keep that in mind. Right now, your allies or your acquaintances, we'll call them, can see you just fine. We'll cut from you guys for a moment to a copy of Thalis and Donnie. You guys have wandered in to grab beaver nuggets. Ned is having a conversation with what looks like a strange anthropomorphic beaver sitting on his counter, kind of not exactly yelling, but Ned's just nodding, trying to calm him down, keep him fine. Donnie kind of wanders by. "What's up, Ned?" Ned waves, and the beaver kind of points, looks angry, and like goes back to like just whisper yelling at Ned. So, copy of Thalis. Your scene.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna grab some of these beaver nuggets that I've heard so much about. Also, if there's any other, beaver themed meat snacks,
There,
I will grab those as well.
I can't
Beaver
even.
jerky.
I cannot
I don't know.
express to you enough. Everything bears the logo of this beaver's fucking face.
So you buy the store.
Yeah, there's jerky, there's salami, there's sushi, there's sandwiches like a Subway basically, but it's not a Subway because God forbid we have anything but this beaver's face, and any company in this gas station aside from the beaver face. Plenty of snacks. You could get a hot meal here if you wanted to. It's
Okay,
too large.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll grab some beaver nuggets, grab some beaver jerky.
Grab a beaver cola.
Could grab a beaver cola while I'm in there. Yeah.
Gotcha. You grab your beaver meal. The rest of you are outside finishing up your conversation. You guys wander inside. Gideon, you camouflage yourself. You all see that Ned is having a conversation with this sort of anthropomorphic, strange beaver.
I'll approach them.
I'm gonna level this entire place.
Not the beaver nuggets.
You approach Ned. The beaver
Hey,
looks to you as well.
what's up, Beaver?
Bucky!
Bucky? Are you okay? What are you looking?
Your friend's rude.
Yeah, I apologize. It was supposed to be a simple rescue mission. I don't know. Sorry.
Ned kind of looks at you and says, I take it you were successful. There's a smile on his face.
Yeah. That Pegasus never showed up, did it?
Yes, your pickup. He reaches under the counter, he pulls out a carrot, sets it on the counter.
What? It's so small.
She's out back,
Oh, okay.
but a treat is
Okay.
common for a new steed.
Okay. I didn't know if I was supposed to break it and just magically appears or. Okay. All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Guys,
Apollo was quite appreciative. He left his phone number, one of his phone numbers as well. You'll find it
Oh,
carved into
sweet.
the carrot, which was provided by him as well.
I'll transcribe that into my phone.
Is there anything else I can do for you personally?
No.
By all means,
yeah.
feel free. Enjoy the store.
Thanks, Ned. I'll see you around.
Nods. Bucky says, "Tell your friend to grow some fucking manners."
We'll do. We'll do. Did you? Okay. Yeah. I'll just walk back.
Do this.
What's
Walk
with
back
the,
to Gregor. Actually.
You
what's with the
rejoin your
cartoon
allies.
beaver thing?
You asked who you talking to? Me?
Yeah. What's with the cartoon beaver thing?
I don't fucking know. Fucking cartoons coming to life. I don't know. What are you? But that guy, I feel like he knows you. I feel like he's probably a cousin. He's a relative of yours.
The beaver?
No, the guy, Ned.
Ned.
Yes. The guy that the beaver is talking to. He don't smell like nothing. And when I crossed him, it had a bunch of tentacles and weird shit that flashed back. And I feel like he's one of your, relatives.
Please watch Gigantor.
Where are you
Okay,
going?
I'm gonna
Don't
talk to
go.
him.
Oh my god! You just so quick to getting captured again. So quick.
I wasn't captured.
Keep telling yourself that.
I had a job. I still have a job. I have to report back to Wezer.
You're free.
Why?
And
Because
why?
it was my job.
Then
He also
quit.
What?
Then quit.
He was paying me.
What? Did they have health insurance? Did they contribute to your 401k?
Gideon, are you
Did you have
standing here
dental?
listening to this?
No, but I was about to claim Phil's soul.
What? We can just break back in and get Phil's soul later.
I can literally just pay for it. It was one job away.
look, I'm not doing this anymore. All right, Gregor. I can't keep saving you like this. All right. I can't. This is your life. All right. Your decisions from now on. Your consequences. All right. So go talk to him if you want. But he said he didn't forget about you.
Okay, now I'm more curious than ever. Watch Gigantor.
Oh, God damn it. I shouldn't even
Gideon,
say
were
that.
you present for this conversation?
I haven't moved. I've been staying with them. I'm just silent and taking it all in, and I'm doing my best to not bump any wires.
Speaking of wires, I'm gonna bump Gideon and be like, "Hey, see that truck? Want to go see if we can hotwire it?"
I'll shrug. I follow him.
Wander off with Charles. Majin, you see these two go toward the old red pickup truck with a bunch of stuffed beavers and watches and magnets and postcards and things.
You might even overhear Charles.
Oh,
being
I'm gonna
like,
see
"Alright, so
that."
what we're gonna do is take the plastic covering off the bottom. We're gonna look for 2 red wires. We're gonna cut those, strip them.
That's
attach
quite
them
enough,
together."
Charles. Thank you very much.
I like where this is going. I'd like to follow along.
Understood. We aren't running a class here, Charles.
Does Charles still have the bracelet on?
Charles still has the bracelet, yes.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking say it. I'm gonna chant.
This is a bad move.
I'm gonna chant. If I see him under a fucking truck or getting into some random person's truck, I'm gonna start chanting.
You see him kind of go underneath the thing, explaining to Gideon what he's doing. You chant as he kind of wriggles his way underneath the truck. Charles'
just chanting.
pain is immense.
Majin, I swear, if you don't stop, I'm gonna bring this entire store down.
Why are you like this, Charles? These are innocent people here. You
It's a
don't need a truck. You don't need it. You have a flying cloud.
I'm
What?
just bored.
Don't fight the fucking beaver.
I'm not
He said
hurting-
you're fucking rude.
One of the stuffed
Me fighting a
beavers
beaver
speaks
would be
up and says, "Theft will be reprimanded with the highest capability of Bucky's law.
what? Starting a truck?
Theft will not be tolerated inside Bucky's."
I'm not taking it. I'm
Why are you
turning
hot
it
rodding
on.
the truck? Why?
Okay,
Well-
but my eyes are on you. It kind of fades back into just being a plushie.
He's looking for a reason.
I love this.
Oh my!
Oh,
I'm gonna level this entire.
You know what?
Underneath the truck, Charles, you can see where there is like maker's marks of steel factories and things where you would find parts. There's just nothing but the beaver's face.
That's awful. Yeah, once I get those red wires attached, I'm gonna start touching the brown wire to them until it sparks.
Shut the fuck up! Gregor, we join you and Ned.
Hello. I was told that you were acquainted with me. However, I don't seem to remember you.
It's understandable you haven't seen me in this form yet. I'm glad you're free.
Reasonably, I could have left any time I wanted. Though, I assume you had a hand in the situation.
Oh no. Fortune brought your friends together. Fortune saw you free.
I see. I'm going to make an assumption here, based off of how you're talking. So is the beaver like a minion?
Ah, no, your great uncle.
The beaver's my great uncle?
Indeed.
I was on. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay, fun. So my friend has multiple times threatened to destroy this place. Is he going to die if that happens?
He'll find it very difficult to do so. Not only that, the inhabitants may take issue with that. You're with family here, Gregor.
I figured I was. Oh no, Charles is gonna die. I appreciate your message, you not forgetting about me.
Just
Thank you.
Smile on his face and says, I could never. One was beginning to worry with how comfortable you were getting, though. You stole freedom, Gregor DeWitt. Be careful how freely you give it up.
I was working towards a goal. Nothing more. Once I had it, I was going to try to leave.
You don't need to explain yourself to me. Not anymore.
Goodbye, Father. Walks away. Right to Charles. Hey,
Charles,
don't
you
do
see
anything.
his legs kicking as he's messing with wires.
Yeah, and it's just Charles. Charles, just try to stop. You need to stop now.
So what are we doing after this? Have a good talk with Ned?
You can talk to him. But you aren't destroying this place.
I'm going to look down the street. Our esteemed story guide. Do I see? Are there any other places that look food related?
Yes, there's a McDonald's down the street because they're fucking everywhere. Almost it's a plague. There's a McDonald's down the street. Or I shouldn't say down the street, just catty corner to this place. As if Buc-ee's has claimed this area and not allowed anything else to take up residence in it.
Okay.
Realistically, they should be sharing the same lot. There's a lot of empty space that Buc-ee's controls.
I begin drifting toward the McDonald's.
So,
Is that a?
Do I notice him?
Fucking McDonald's.
Well,
I would
moving
imagine
away.
all of you guys see him. This
Yeah,
7-foot
gigantor.
figure.
What?
You, I have questions.
Wait, where are you going?
Not eating here. This place is complicated and loud.
Where are you going to eat?
So you're going to the place with a place and small children.
Continue walking.
Notably, as you make your way over there, the parking lot of McDonald's is devoid of cars. Or, I mean, except for like one that is very clearly someone, perhaps carpool of the employees.
I walk in like silent death.
Do you
I
guys
would follow after him, and as soon as I saw it was a McDonald's, I would dead-ass sprint into it.
You do this.
This is basically how Gideon has learned to operate in this world. Is the mundane really can't process him being around anyway, so he's just going to walk past the counter into the kitchen, grab some things that are wrapped in like a, you know, probably like a medium fry, put them in a bag, get himself probably I don't know, a big orange drink.
There's not even a necessity to make it yourself. They have them kind of under the heat lamps. There is one
I don't make
employee.
it. Yeah, I grab the bagged stuff, the stuff that's already made.
Yeah, there's one employee here, kind of leaning up against the wall. Place is empty except for him. He looks
Yeah.
bored.
Yeah, I just wait for him to move out of the way, and then I casually reach over and grab a burger, grab some fries, put it in a bag.
Do you guys follow? I know Charles said he did. Gregor,
Yeah.
Majin, Thalis.
Yes.
Copy of that. Speaking of copy, your copy is still with Donnie in Bucky's.
Yep.
Just for reference and for note. I'll let you know
Yep.
if anything interesting happens.
Did that?
Those of you guys that follow behind, he peeks up from his phone and says, "Oh, thank God." He goes over to the counter. "What can I get you guys?" Charles, you were first to rush in.
Yeah, I want 2 McDoubles, dry. I want 3 spicy McChickens with mac sauce, and a large Coke.
Sure. We don't officially. I mean, obviously, supersize has been gone for like years, but technically, we can still. I can still technically supersize it for you if you're willing to pay a little bit extra.
Absolutely not.
Okay, man. Sure, whatever. Gives you the total. He goes back and like, despite the food that is already under warming lamps, he begins to start dropping your fries fresh. It starts crafting your burgers. And he kind of peeks his head out and goes, "Shit, I'm sorry. Just you can just tell me what you want and I can make it now. I'll get you your total at the end of it."
Don't worry.
"I'm sorry. I'm just excited. Bucky's been taking all of our fucking business, and I'm it's like my 6th pay cut."
Why do you still work here?
Dude, I don't.
If that
I don't think he has a choice.
My dad said I needed to get a job, and this is the only other thing besides fucking Bucky's, and they don't hire. I don't know where their employees come from.
this sounds really boring. Why don't you just tag along with us? Just grab all the food.
No,
and just
Charles. No, Charles, we're not adopting another stray. Not this close, too. Looks over at Bucky's.
You know, you guys are like recruitment agent? Is it like, do you guys
Yep,
offer like
absolutely.
dental?
Sure do.
No, he's lying.
We do have
Unless-
a dental plan.
Do you guys?
Did you acquire
I
a
can give
dental
you my
plan,
resume.
Charles?
He ruffles into his pocket, pulls out a resume. It's been folded and crinkled.
I'm going to scrupulously examine the resume.
He's very clearly a kid, fresh out of high school, never had to have a job, and this was his first job. He's made McDonald's sound pretty good though on his resume. With him being the only employee, he's taken the liberty of adding a management role under his resume. Yeah, he's a pretty good wordsmith.
He's taking classes in military bullet riding. All right, like this is hot trash. Okay. Furthermore, I think you're a perfect fit. We're looking for secretaries.
Yeah, dude, I might be lack of experience, but I'm willing to learn, man.
Absolutely. What's your name?
I mean, my friends call me Jack, but I'm technically Jacob. You can call me Jake. I don't give a shit. It's fine. Sorry, I swear a lot. I've been alone for a while.
It's okay. It's all right, Jake from State Farm. Let's just go ahead and get everything sorted out. Why don't you just grab all the food and let's just fucking dip out of here, dude?
Yeah, dude. I mean, cool. You guys want? Oh, fuck it. He starts to just stick foods in bags.
Yeah, let's just go, dude.
Majin, Thalis, Gregor, Gideon, you guys all see this as well. Charles is
I don't-
recruiting.
Once I got my food, I sat down at a booth and just kind of started eating and sipping my giant orange drink, watching whatever's happening at the counter.
You're seeing all this happen again, Gregor.
Given
Thalis,
given the size of this man, I imagine there is no leg room underneath that booth anymore. So I'm going to pull up a chair and sit there and be like, "All right, fine. If I can question you here, I'm going to question you here. Let's start with simples. You know my name. I don't know yours.
We'll get to the
Closest
question.
thing to I guess a name that would suit your purposes I've been called Gideon.
Like the planeswalker?
I'm sure they're dead.
You're currently trying to get a child.
That sounds
Majin,
so terrible. Can you word that any other way, please?
Majin, Thalis, you guys are privy to both of these things. Is there if there's anything you guys would like to take part in or be a part of, let me know, please.
I'll pull up a chair as well, but since there's not a whole lot of room at the table, I'll just be a few feet back and off to the side.
Yeah, I'm just chilling.
Understood.
Chew on a
Yes.
fry. Stare at Gregor.
I'm gonna ask Chim Chim to empty out the register while Jake and I gather all the food.
Chim Chim signs. James is like, sure thing. Can we talk about how I ended up in that fucking cage, though? That was super weird.
What? Do you know how you ended up in the cage?
I mean, I did what I needed to do, and I went
And then?
back up the chimney, and then it was weird. I was crawling upward, and then I was suddenly on my side, crawling sideways, and then I crawled toward the opening, and then there was this fucking cage right there, and I was in that fucking gas station.
Yeah, sounds like it's not gonna do us much good to talk about it more than that.
I mean, are you fucking kidding? It does me good. The trauma.
What? That's it. Like, that's what happened. Like, what do you want?
I mean, if
You're immortal. You've had to have seen worse things than that.
can you text Gray at least and let him know that it's done? Just tell him it's done. He'll know what it means.
Okay. I will text Gray or Marcel, whichever name I hit in my contact list first. It's done.
It is red. Chim Chim's
You read
just
it.
kind of whispering and like, I got a fucking penthouse now. We're fucking made, guy. We're fucking made. He gives you like a little punch, just like little punches on your arm.
That was for a penthouse?
You don't need to worry about what I did, okay? You don't need to worry about the details.
I'm not worried about the details.
Consider me
Break
your
into
sugar
that
monkey.
register. Come on.
We don't need that register, dude. Consider me your sugar monkey.
How are we gonna get to the penthouse without the register? We need
You know what?
fallbacks, Chim
That's
Chim.
fair. He starts to go over to the register, starts emptying out the register.
We need material assets.
This occurs. The young man scooping up food kind of brings it over to you guys' table, sets it down. I'm like, sorry, I don't know. Like, sorry. And he goes back over, grabs more food.
Quit apologizing, Jake. You're doing just fine.
Gregor, Gideon.
Gideon, interesting name. What pantheon are you associated with? Or rather, regional, or if you prefer, regional powers.
I serve no one save myself.
Didn't say ask who you served, ask who you're associated with.
I'm associated with myself.
Your scent determines otherwise. Unwilling to reveal when questioned. Understood. All right. Why did you attack the individual? I understand you waxed poetics earlier, suggesting it was self-defense. Was it in fact self-defense?
One might see it that way, but I was in no real danger. He was a fool.
Killing people for stupidity is not a legal reason to kill people.
He was a fool because he thought he could defeat me. I sipped my drink. He sought glory, not purpose.
Glory is a type of purpose.
To a fool.
Majin, at this point, you can make a roll of cunning and whatever skill you would like for recognition of law, recognition of maybe not law would be the best word, but recognition of
Code.
Culture.
Culture will work just fine.
What does this have to do with your investigation? Do you
Fact
just
matter.
3
so you
successes.
know about me? Then ask about me with purpose. These
I have-
arbitrary facts are going to be useless to you, as you will soon forget them when we part ways.
Majin, the result of your roll?
I doubt that.
3 successes.
3 successes. Gideon's explanation of the Scion that attempted to kill him. Gregor is coming at this from a law perspective. Your time with the Keepers has gifted you with some knowledge, I wouldn't say more knowledge than Gregor in law and the occult and things, but you understand the situation as well. On the path to apotheosis, laws are very mutable. This likely, even in any court, wouldn't hold up. Gideon would not be able to be tried or held in anything for murder. The Scion failed his apotheosis. As such, there is no justice to be done.
I'll best explain that. You know, it was fair. Combat trial. What's his name? Gilgamesh? Right? Same deal, right?
As you guys continue this discussion, continue your questions, and continue the interrogation of Gideon, the waxing poetics of laws and culture and apotheosis, and the looting of McDonald's, both money and goods
And staff.
and staff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
We fade now. This is where we'll close the first chapter in Season 2 of Scion Godsend. Well done, everyone. Let's quickly go over who has completed their short-term deed, and if so, what was it?
I did. Get out of the underworld.
Excellent.
Get Gregor out of the underworld.
Excellent.
Same.
Excellent. Charles?
Get into and out of the DEWITT.
Nice. Gideon?
I had talked to a ghost, so I totally got it.
Perfect. You had a question, Charles?
Yeah, I had for my long term of like from last season helping Chim Chim with the assassination thing. Would I be able to mark that off? or-
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
I as well had a long term of getting a Pegasus. Would I be
Excellent.
able to?
Absolutely. Anyone else happen to complete their long terms? I doubt it, but
Nope.
just a check.
Not yet.
Excellent. Excellent. Well done, everyone. XP we'll discuss off screen. We'll figure that out because we have a couple new players. Well, a new player. Welcome, Thalis. I don't mean to bully you, but Donnie's an asshole.
That's fine. That's fine.
And him being your half brother is probably no fun. But thank you guys for playing. I hope you guys enjoyed this first session. Season 2 is going to be fucking crazy. And we thank you, dear viewers, you who saw the threads of fate pull these people together, whether or not they liked it or not. We hope you enjoyed it. I have some quick promo stuff, some announcements and things that I didn't do because I was focused on the narrative and the drama of it all. This month's celebration for Onyx Path is Scarred Lands, looking what day is it? 21st. Still Scarred Lands. So you'll see some content on the channel, some discounts and things. We want to thank everyone who funded Trinity Continuum Aether on Kickstarter. It hit its goal with $56,758 and 1,100 backers exactly. Perfectly done. 11 stretch goals were unlocked, including some what very exciting. The last stretch goal was the Aether audio drama. So you ever remember those audio serials like of Superman and like War of the Worlds, the thing that, you know, over the radio went live and everyone was like, holy shit, aliens are attacking. Fun fact, look that up. It actually happened. Yeah, that's going to be a thing for Aether that you guys, those of you guys who backed it, have unlocked. We thank you guys for doing that. That's promos again very quickly, and we're going over time as we usually do on Onyx Path, and I'm sorry. Anyone have anything to plug very quickly?
The Rolling Nomads.
Yes. We are, of course, as returning back to the Onyx Path channel for Season 2, The Rolling Nomads. You can find us over on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Rolling Nomads. Every Friday and Sunday, playing some Vampire the Masquerade. Friday is our Sabbat game at 5:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Sunday is our fucked up game at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So we'll be over there in about 2 hours. For what looks like starting to close Thy Kindred Come. It'll be great. At the end of Thy Kindred Come, though, after a little bit of a hiatus to get some things sorted, Thalis will be running a D&D campaign. What's the title of that campaign again, Thalis?
Currently calling it Colder Than a Twitch's Wit. We're going to be using D&D 5th edition for the most part. Some deviations, because from one DM to the next, you expect some things to be a little different.
Absolutely.
No, it's going to be a good time. And hopefully you guys can catch us there.
Yeah, so that'll be coming up after Thy Kindred Come, and we'll let you guys know. How would you know? Well, you need to follow us on Twitter. Are you silly? It's over on Twitter. We're under the name @_Rolling Nomads. It's the best way to keep up to date with us. New programming, new stuff that we're going to be introducing, any late starts and such. Cute cat. You can find us over on YouTube as well. YouTube.com/Rolling Nomads, where you'll find all of Season 1 of Scion Godsend on YouTube as well. I say all of Season 1, but I'm still editing because I had an issue with Scion episode 22 that I'm still trying to fix. So that should be updated today. But Season 1 will be up on YouTube, as well as Book of Saints episodes, our Sabbat Chronicle for Vampire the Masquerade. Does anyone have personal? You want to plug yourselves? Nobody? Anybody?
I don't exist.
All right, fuck you guys. It's me. I'm Gilbert Ramos. I'm your story guide, as always, for the Rolling Nomads until Thalis takes over for D&D. I'm Gilbert Ramos, found everywhere on the internet, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, all that good stuff, under the name @Ramos the Nomad. Huh. Quick stuff. We hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much. It's such a pleasure to be back. And we thank the Onyx Path for inviting us back. Season 2 is going to be a whole lot of fun. We hope you guys enjoy, and we hope you guys join us next Sunday. Same time, same place, same Scions. We'll see you then.